overview of your group and what have you seen the first week of practice, and really what things do you need to focus on this last week to get them ready for the first game?
So I guess the biggest thing is we're a little thin right now. Got a couple guys that came banged up into camp, but really pleased with the overall development of the group. We've got some guys that have played a lot of football between Trice and Mackey. They've played for 3 years. They played together. We're doing a lot of the same defensively. The words change, but the defense is the same. So they're developing. The young guys that haven't played much are learning a lot from the old guys. It's a little bit like drinking from a fire hose at times for them, I'm sure, but they're holding on tight and they're getting better every day. So really pleased with the progress. We got to continue to press, continue to work, but they show up every day, renewed energy, renewed focus. So that's all I can ask.
What stood out when you first started to get around Diedrich and Corey and their skill set, and how you feel like they're going to be able to help you?
Well, first and foremost, when Coach called me and offered me the job and I accepted, I got a hold of their numbers and I FaceTimed them. And so I wanted to see if, one, they'd answer my phone call, and two, their initial reaction to getting a new position coach. And, pleasantly surprised with the warm reception. They let me know that, hey, they're excited about me coming and ready to get to work. So it wasn't like dreading it, rolling in here. I mean, they had the place set for me. They came and met me the first day, and so we really rolled up our sleeves the first day I was on campus and started talking about our defense, started talking about our standard, what we wanted to be, what our identity was going to be as a group, what people were going to read and write about us, right? And so, again, with old guys in the room, they know that routine, and they really took ownership of it. So a lot of what I say in meetings, they already know, they've already preached to themselves.
If you talk about the scheme a little bit, they're talking being aggressive.
Yes.
What type of, coverages and styles can we expect from the cornerback? It's going to be press guys right up in everybody's face?
Yes, sir. Really anything. I told our guys nothing's off limits. We're going to be aggressive in our alignment. We're going to press. We're going to play off. We're going to spin. We're going to rotate. We're going to ask our guys to be involved in run support. We're going to ask them to blitz. We're going to try to draw up as much on the board as they can handle in an effort to attack and confuse the offense. That's our goal, is, like you said, to be an attacking defense.
How good can Corey Trice be?
Oh, man, so good, really good. He's a all-conference. He could be an all-pro. He's got the skill set. He's got the mentality. He's a guy that we have to run off the field every day. In the summer, I'm calling him and texting him. He's still in the building. I think he beat me to the office and would stay later than me sometimes. So he's not a guy that just has the physical skill, but he has the willingness and the drive to get out here and put in the work in the grass.
Anthony Romp, the guy that's in your rotation.
Yes, sir.
What have you seen from him?
Very talented, super talented. He's got unique skill set as an athlete. Was a high school quarterback, so he has the ability to see the game of football from a different perspective. All right, flip the picture a little bit. But he's a guy that's got physical skills. He's aggressive. He goes after the football. When I took the job, I watched every rep in the computer of spring practice, from Indy to team to Skelly. He was always around the football. He's just got to continue to develop. He needs more reps. He's a guy that hadn't played much, if at all. And so this will be a big fall for him. And looking forward to throwing him right in the mix. Only one way to do it.
Hey, Jamari's been dinged up, I know, but have you seen anything from him? And what's caught your eye, just, I guess, the little bit you've been able to work with him?
He's super quick. I mean, physically, he's got the body, he's got the length that you want at the position, but in and out of breaks and his transitions, man, they're as quick as anybody we have. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him cut loose and get an opportunity at some live reps. He hadn't had many live reps yet, but he's been in the training room every day, developing himself in the meeting room, taking notes. I could probably give him the clicker and let him run a meeting. He's a smart football player. Now he just needs the live reps to get out there and do it.
But he is behind, though, isn't he?
Well, as far as reps,
yeah.
The live reps, yes, sir. But in terms of just football IQ, he's got experience. He played at Kentucky. So when we're talking cover 2 and we're talking cover 3, he gets it conceptually. For him, it's just what do we call it? What are our checks and adjustments? But the game of football, he knows football. He knows the game. So
where does the rest of your depth come from? Outside of those 4 guys that we've talked about?
It will come from the new guys. So we have Brandon Callaway, we have Ricky Smith, 2 freshmen that came in. And, as freshmen, they're kind of a wait and see kind of group sometimes, right? You think you have some talented guys on your team. Obviously, you sign some good ones every year, but those 2 have been pleasant surprise because they came right in. They're about their business, no BS. I don't have to chase them around campus or in the dorms. They handle their business in and outside the building. And football, man, you can see them right now. They're over there getting extra work. You know, they love being out here with the team, learning from the old guys. And Ricky Smith and Brandon both have gotten a lot of reps in the last week and a half. So I'm hoping to get them ready to go for the first game.
What's Brad Lambert meant to you, Coach? I know you're with him at Wake, you're with him at Charlotte, now you're with him in West Lafayette.
Oh, yeah.
Just talk about maybe how he's sort of influenced your career.
Yeah, he's been a mentor for me. You know, it started as a player sitting in his room. I learned a lot about the game of football. You know, when I showed up on campus as a freshman, I thought I was going to be 3 years and done and go play for the Bears, but turns out I had a lot to learn, right?
Good choice.
A good choice. And but he taught me a lot of ball, but more importantly, taught me a lot about life and just how to treat people, you know, how to coach people hard, but also put your arm around them and say, hey, look, it's going to be all right. You screwed up 80 out of 100 plays a day, but hey, tomorrow maybe you get 84 of them, you know, right? So, but taught me patience, you know, taught me how to develop guys in all facets of their lives, not just what we do in the grass or in the classroom, but what we do outside the building, what we do on campus in the academic setting, and then in our personal lives too. So really dive in.
All right, you're new here.
Yes.
Just so a fun fact about you that not a lot of people know about.
Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Fun fact: I was born in Washington D.C. My mom and dad are both retired Army. Lived in Germany twice. Lived in Florida. Lived in Maryland. Lived in South Carolina, Arkansas, and North Carolina for about 10 years. So I've been all around the world. A bit of a citizen of the world.
Now, is all that military related?
Most of it, yes, sir. Most of it.
Okay.
You know, so bounced around a lot. My elementary years.
All right.
You know,
So how much do you lean on your military upbringing when you're coaching football?
Oh, it's everything. You know, from the discipline to the structure to, I mean, I say things in my meeting that was what mom says. You know, like just from an organizational standpoint, just from getting their attention, the simple reminders. I say a lot of things that my folks said when I was growing up.